So I'm going to start my chronicle of all the collection now. And normally most of my decent cards or my best cards are in a Shanghai folder. So like from really high cards upwards. I don't really keep the low cards in this folder because when people want to look at the collection, they want to look at like the high cards really. I keep a lot of low cards in these winter folders, and I put the names on them at the side. I've reused this one many times because this actually was my SSR folder, but I've moved my SSRs up into a decent folder. Seeing that, like, if I go anywhere with my collection, I'm not going to be taking Lajicar with me. So pretty much it's fine to stay in these kind of small little folders. So going back to what I said in my introductional video, really when it comes to end cards, really it doesn't really matter whether you have gold or silver stamps. As long as you have 20, there are 40 cards in total, and as long as you have 20, a combination of all gold or all silver or a combination of both, that's fine. The first Let's Go box or Photo Fun box, I actually, when I got this, I didn't really make my mind up on what kind of cards I was going for. So actually I have a mixture of the 20. These are all silver. Gold cards are rarer, but it's exactly the same card, but just apart from a different postage mark, and the serial number ends with diamond, but it's the same card. Say that you need to collect all 40 is ridiculous, to be fair. The differences are minute, but that is the first collection of cards. Okay, let's go 2. And the reason why I do it this way round is because it looks so much better when you can see the story better this way. I still didn't really know what I wanted to collect. So again, I've got a kind of mixture here. I think maybe it's all silver, I think. But Let's Go 1 came out in 2023. This came out in 2024. For Chinese collectors, these actually fall under the Lajicar, like the ones I just throw away. R's, SRs, and N cards just got thrown in the bin. So Let's Go 3, and this came out in 2024. And it's funny because when I first started collecting, I didn't really have anyone to talk to in English about what these cards were like and what the markings meant. So originally, like when you see the N is N on there, I was speculating what that really meant because I didn't really know Kayou at the time, and so I call them map cards because on the back they have a map. And then I call them navigation cards because I thought, well, it's N, maybe it's navigation because of the map. And then I met up with Kayou like in 2025, and they called them normal cards. So it's like, oh great. So yeah, I think it sounds better as navigation because it's got like a map, but they call them normal cards for some reason. Okay, the 4th collection, and really it wasn't until 2025 when I started getting purely only gold cards. So this is my complete gold collection. In these boxes it's not so bad, but when you get to the last box, there's only 1 N card per pack. And in these lower, older boxes, you got 2 N cards per pack. So you had a chance of getting a gold or silver quite easily, but the last box set was very difficult to kind of get purely N cards. It was a real pain in the ass. Let's Go 5. Again, I only have gold cards this time. N cards are the most hated of all filler cards in the entire collection, to be fair. But it is repeated in every single Kayou kind of budget box set, whether that be Xiaohongshu, which is Tom and Jerry, or any of the other sort of budget box sets. They have these kind of like cartoon stills in all their cards. It's repeated across the board in most of their collection. And lastly, the last collection of the Alpha. Again, only gold cards. And as I said, the Let's Go 6, there's only one end card per pack, making it very difficult to complete a clean set of cards, whether it be gold or silver. So to complete Alpha, you need 120 unique end cards in total. Please give us a sub, as our channel really needs it.
I'm sure you've heard the words, "This is the way." But have you ever stopped to feel their weight? The Mandalorian is more than a story, it's a code. A creed about loyalty, found family, and the journey of redemption. So as we wrap up, remember, whether you're forging your own path or standing by those who matter most is the way. Hit subscribe, and let's explore the galaxy together.